490 puts, sells at, maybe we should have a new word called a share. Puts, $0.41. Think about the put premium yields. I mean, roughly speaking, it's going to be 0.41 divided by 490 minus 0.41. I'm going to multiply that by 365 divided by 9. That's only 4%. I mean, you'll make more money on your investment without actually taking that risk. Okay. One of the reasons that's the case, look at the implied volatility. It's 14%. Okay. It's kind of historically where the range is 12 to 15%. On the other hand, suppose let's look at the Tesla. Let's look at option premiums. What? My cat is thinking that I should pay attention to him instead of you guys. They rarely seem at home at this time. So for 200, implied volatility is kind of 53. That means market is attaching more chances of hard moves to Tesla compared to SPY. And that is normal. It is almost always the case that indexes are a lot less volatile compared to individual stocks that comprise them. You should not do covered call and put typically on indexes, do it on individual stocks. Even if you want to be exposed to the index, you can do separate for each stock. I tend to do, for example, I am a believer in Palantir, but I'm not sure I necessarily want to buy it at 24.50. Let's say I'm willing to buy it at 23, which is kind of where I unloaded my positions last time. Let's do a put, March 8th, 23. That would give me 32 cents, okay? And let's think of Palantir's current price is 24, I think. Yeah, 24.50 actually. And I want a strike price of 23. Put premium is, what did we say it was? 32 cents. So put premium yields. $32 divided by 23 minus 32. Remember, you don't have to put up $2,450 for this investment. You put only the difference between the $2,300 and $32. And I'm going to multiply it by 365 divided by 9. That's 57. And the reason that's much higher than SPYs or even Teslas, and this is kind of quite out of the money at this point. The implied volatility is 58. Typically, for large cap individual stocks, you should expect implied volatilities around 40-ish. For smaller caps, depending upon the stock, it could go anywhere from what you want to call 50s, 60s to hundreds. And these are also kind of high. Let me give you an example. This company, C3AI, is going to have their financials announced tomorrow, I think. Let me check. Yeah, today after hours. So let's look at the option premiums or the implied volatilities. Not even this Friday, March 8th, and it's trading on 29.50. Suppose I wanted to sell at 28 puts, okay? Which means I'm willing to buy this stock at $28. In fact, I had it 29 puts, but I bought it back with some profits. I may want to do it again today. They're going to actually pay me $3.45. Can you imagine that? The stock is trading at, let's call it 29.50. I'm saying I'm willing to buy this thing at 28, and for that they're going to pay me 350 option premium, which means my net cost, if I have to buy it at 28, is going to be 24.50. The reason that's the case, look at that implied volatility, 135. I mean, normally 135s you would see on stocks that are really all over the place, okay? But if you looked at implied volatility on March 15, the same one, 28, that's much lower, 110. Let's do a little bit farther away, March 28. That's 95. Even farther, let's say October 18th. 28 doesn't even exist, but let's look at, that's 65. That's kind of normal for AI. Implied vols of 60 to 80s. I traded with this stock quite a bit in the past, but the reason you get such high one, I mean, you could even do March 15, because you're not going to get those implied volatilities after the stock has announced their earnings today. It's 113, and they would pay you. Actually, this is less. Oh, that's 29 and a half, of course. They would pay you 350. Not much different from March 8th one. So you might as well do March 8th. 240, 243. Okay. No, that's 30. Let's look at 28. Okay. So I'm going to actually do this after class today. I'm going to go ahead and sell at 28 puts on AI. Even if the earnings surprise a little bit, it may come down, but I do believe AI is a good buy at 28. And if they're going to pay me over $3 in option premium, I like it even better. And if the price comes down below 28, what do you think I should do? If I'm assigned and I had to buy it at 28, what should be my next move? So March 8th, somebody sold me this stock at $28. What do you think I should do? Just sell it back in the market and lose? Or at that point, I have 100 shares of the AI, okay? All I have to do is sell a covered call, presumably on a price that is 28 and above, okay? In fact, that's kind of how it happened with my UPST put. UPST call, I had a 27 put. it was pretty much losing money. So I basically closed that position, but reopened it by buying stock and then selling a covered call. Since I believe in the stock, I have no problem holding it. And as I hold it every week, I'm going to make additional money. I have kind of a special nickname for these strategies. I call this milking the cow. Here's kind of the analogy. Think of the stock as a cow, okay? You raise it, you slaughter it, you sell the meat, right? But these are cows. While you're raising them, they are also able to produce milk. So what I'm doing with these either covered puts or covered calls, before I sell the stock for meat, which means closing your position, I'm basically milking the cow and sell that milk. In the meantime, you know, the stock is grazing on the land. When the time comes, I'm going to sell it with profit or loss. We don't know yet. But that's kind of the strategy. While you're holding the stock, they give you something. In fact,